From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones looking to change the play.
Go North Copper. Go North Copper. Troy Johnson. Right Pacino.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, here's Ritter. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And this one is incomplete. Trying to link up with Bijan Robinson there out of the backfield. And it's third down. You can look at the Saints defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Ritter. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. A give to Robinson on the option. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's Ritter. It's Kelsey on the ground. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south.
Now Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. And
that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 32 on the play. Going play action. Ritter. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Colin Saunders, his 2nd sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Dom Capers. Great. Rita.
Throwing Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Timberland.
On 1st down, Jones going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Saints at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Robinson with another carry. And just shedding him off there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're... Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On second down, Ritter.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, and it felt like they had to try and keep him upright.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ridder now on second down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morrison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Kamara up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino.
Jones throwing for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool, 75 yards.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Kamara try the right side.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And to find the open man, that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, here we go. Almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Bryan Bresee fought in and got him down.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hurry. Ready.
Ritter.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Check white. Set. Go.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones now throwing on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Gets by him at the 25.
And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another first down.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Ultra. Hut.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they take a knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go.